Have you heard the latest buzzing around Stamford Bridge? A familiar face could be making a sensational return to Chelsea this summer, and it's a story that's turning heads. As our own Jadon Sancho shines on loan, could the Blues snag him permanently or face the unexpected twist of him heading back to Manchester United? This news could reshape our attacking lineup, and you won't want to miss how it unfolds. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop with all things Chelsea. Jadon Sancho's potential return to Manchester United this summer has stirred quite a buzz, especially with Chelsea's current obligations looming over the situation. As a Chelsea fan, I'm directly invested in this conversation because Sancho's loan to us has been an intriguing chapter in his career, and it's hard not to feel a mix of excitement and apprehension about what happens next. Reports from the Daily Mail suggest that although Chelsea have an obligation to sign Sancho on a permanent basis once his loan ends, personal terms have yet to be agreed upon. This is a crucial detail because if Chelsea and Sancho can't come to an agreement soon, they might find themselves in a bind. They could either pay a penalty to United and let him go back, or face the awkward scenario of having to sign him and then sell him off immediately. It's a delicate balancing act, and I can't help but think about what that means for us as Chelsea supporters. Sancho has been showing significant improvement during his time with Chelsea, proving he can be a dynamic asset on the field. The question I'm grappling with is, will he want to stay with us? It seems clear that his future at Manchester United isn't bright, and returning to Old Trafford feels like a step backward for a player eager to establish himself. Chelsea has provided him with the platform he needs to develop and shine, and I'm rooting for him to continue that path with us. Let's face it, if Chelsea can't secure Sancho's signature, it could be a detrimental blow not just to him, but to our squad as well. The depth and creativity he brings could be vital as we look to strengthen our attacking options. I mean, think about it. If he excels here, he could become an integral part of our plans moving forward. But if he ends up back at United, it's hard to see how that benefits him or us. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, Sancho has the talent to make waves at Chelsea. On the other, the uncertainty of his contract situation leaves me anxious. We are in a crucial phase as a club, and decisions made now will shape our future. The prospect of adding another player who might not align with our vision could hinder our progress. As fans, we want to see our club making strategic moves that not only benefit the immediate future, but also lay down a foundation for years to come. It's a delicate balance of acquisition and development, and while players like Sancho show promise, there's always that lingering question of whether they fit into the long-term game plan. And let's not ignore the broader context here. With Manchester United seemingly looking to part ways with several players, including Sancho, and potentially moving on from Antony and Marcus Rashford, it reflects a chaotic phase for them. For us at Chelsea, this is a chance to capitalize on their instability. The right investments now could elevate us to new heights, and having someone like Sancho in the mix could be exactly what we need. I invite all of you to join this debate in the comments. What do you think? Should we push hard to secure Sancho permanently, or is there someone else out there we should be focusing on? I want to hear your opinions down below. It's essential for us as fans to voice our thoughts, as it shapes the conversation around the club. Real Madrid's recent decisions have certainly stirred the pot, and as a Chelsea fan, I feel compelled to dive into this. The news that they've opted against signing a new midfielder after Toni Kroos's retirement is fascinating. They've been linked with several players, including our very own Enzo Fernandez. It's almost poetic, isn't it? A player like Fernandez, who could bring so much to a midfield, finding himself in the crosshairs of one of our biggest rivals. Now, I get it. Real Madrid has a history of making bold moves, and they've been eyeing Martin Zubimendi. But let's be real here. Arsenal seems to be leading the race for him. That's got to sting for Madrid, right? Their interest in Fernandez has reignited. But Chelsea hasn't shown any willingness to negotiate just yet. Honestly, this whole situation leaves me with mixed feelings. Do we really want to part with a talent like Enzo? He's shown glimpses of brilliance, and the idea of him swapping clubs feels like a double-edged sword. But then again, there's this talk of Eduardo Camavinga potentially being on the market. He's had his ups and downs lately, especially with injury issues. And while Real Madrid remains confident in him, I can't help but wonder if they're underestimating how special he is when fully fit. Imagine if he ends up at Manchester City. That would be a statement. From my perspective, if Chelsea does end up parting with Fernandez, it better be for something substantial. He offers a controlling presence in midfield, something we desperately need, especially when you consider how crucial the midfield is to our overall game. He's not just another player, he's a game changer. And with Tchouaméni showing signs of uncertainty about moving to Chelsea, we need to tread carefully here. You have to ask yourself, is this a strategic play by Chelsea to hold on to Enzo and gamble on his continued development? Or is it a missed opportunity to strengthen our squad? The midfield battle is critical for any team, and with Real Madrid circling, I can't help but feel a bit anxious about our prospects. And you know,
What?
I'm torn on whether we should consider a swap deal or dig our heels in. Fernandes could thrive in a system that values control and creativity, and I believe he can be that bridge between defense and attack. His vision and ability to dictate play could be exactly what we need to elevate our game. What about our young talents like Tchouaméni and Camavinga? They've got potential, but with the pressure of performing at a club like Chelsea, can they deliver consistently? It's a gamble, and I'm here for it, but I also think we need to be realistic about what we're sacrificing. Fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think keeping Enzo is the right move, or do you see a future where we benefit from a swap deal? This conversation is crucial, especially as we plot our course for next season. The stakes are high, and we need to push the envelope if we want to contend for trophies again. Let's keep this dialogue going. I want your thoughts on the midfield situation, the potential moves, and how you think it all impacts our future. What are your expectations for Chelsea this summer? I know I'm not the only one feeling the weight of these decisions. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. This is a pivotal time for us, and we need to stay connected through every twist and turn. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to make sure you're part of the conversation. Your voice matters, and together we'll navigate this thrilling roller coaster of a season.